Alrighty, chat. Hello. Hello. Let me go take away the BRB thingy. Alrighty. Here we are, chat. A K-Tech stream on a day he actually planned to stream craziest things ever. I never saw this one coming. But yeah, here we are. And I've decided that today I'm just gonna do some art stuff for the stream. Now, did I plan ahead what exactly I'm gonna do? Nope. Nope. But I have a couple options, and we're probably just gonna like try things out and see how it goes. Because I could do some emotes, but honestly, I feel like for the emotes, I should have like thought about what I want the emote to be first of all. But we could also just like, mess around and sketch some out, and then I'll like clean them up later, you know? That could work. We could do that. Let me guess. Is this Ella sending me a Slay the Spire 2 invite? Let me check real quick. Yep, it is indeed a Slay the Spire 2, of course. Oops, I accidentally hit shield mode. How do I turn that off? There we go. There we go. I accidentally when I was going to move my mouse, accidentally touched that on. But no. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe we sketch out some emotes and get like some ideas for how I want them to look. I guess I could do that, right? Because what are my current emotes? I gotta remember. Hold on. Because I don't I need to redo them. I need to redo those as well. um But I think especially because 'cause we've updated Wisp's design a little bit, let's go grab Wisp real quick, right? And, we can use that as a new reference point in the oh god, in the emotes. That could be good. Oh god, it's huge! Huge! Like this. There we go. And I should grab it myself too. Alright, there we go. And we go. Boom. There we go, baby. Alright, emote ideas. Preferably not the animated ones because I don't wanna do those today. That's a lot of extra work. That's a lot of planning. So, ideas. Ideas. I think, hmm, what's a good, like, emotion that we would want? Mm, see, I wanna redo the Angie emote. That is true. I really want to redo that one. I guess we can kind of, like, play around and get an idea, like, some sketches. Let me make a sketch folder. Sketches. And we can kind of get an idea of how would it look if we were to try and do like an ink. One second, I gotta. Whenever I do drawing, my desk, I have to like really extend everything in such a weird way, and it makes it so it's really hard to use my mouse. So whenever I need to use my mouse, it gets all fucked. How thick should this be? That is a great question. Let's try like 4 point around this much. See, I don't know if I want it to be super thick or not. I'm trying to remember how thick the originals were. Let me check. Um, Let me go find one of them here. That one is one of them. Okay. So it's pretty thick compared to what I just did there. So maybe we actually keep it at the 12 pixels I had it at earlier. That might work. Maybe, mayhaps. I don't know. Let's see. How does this look now? So if we were to clear this, compare the length, or I guess width. Okay. So now it's really thick. So maybe I go for like 8. How does 8 pixels look? That looks kind of good. That looks somewhat all right, don't you think? All right, here's what we're gonna do now is how am I gonna because we probably want it to be close to the like pretty much I want to redo the angry emote first. So how do we want this one to look? Because obviously you got the little tuft, right? The little poof. You got that. You got the that part of the hair as well back here, right? Or I guess it would be like that probably. And then you got the circle face. somewhat circular face. Maybe not exactly circular though. Maybe more like somewhat squarish. Or maybe we just do circle to keep it simple, you know? Or we like slightly squish it so we get more face in there. Get more face in my emote, you know? um, and then we're just gonna do like something really simple real quick for like the flower so we can pretend like that is there. And then we do like this. I feel like this would be pretty good. And then like that. I think it'd be like this. Ooh, I like that more. And then we go like this. And then we go like boop, boop, boop. Or we do we do 3 or 4 of the little like anger marks, you know? I think 3 is pretty good. And then we have to figure out where we're gonna do how much of like the scarves we're gonna do, right? Because part of me wants to put the scarf in there, right? But I don't fully know. I also kind of like having the idea of having arms somewhat in there. So like if we do this and pretend that's the body, we go like this, and then we erase this. How would that look if we do that? Mm, I have like a little line like that. It's not terrible. I guess for emotes, do people often? I feel like it's usually just the face, though, right? I think it's usually just the face. Hmm. Decisions, decisions. You know. But we could also do is we have the arm out like this, right? So we have it kind of like this, which then makes the scarf even harder for me to draw because I quite frankly don't know how this. Oh god, computer is lagging. Ah, hello, Messi. We're kind of doing emotes. I'm essentially trying to draw something for stream, and I didn't plan ahead as to what I was gonna draw. So I'm mostly just sketching things out. And so right now I'm sketching out some emote stuff because I need to redo my emotes slash make more because I never made enough in the first place. You know, Messi, what can I say? You're an inspiration. You're an inspiration for me to have to get my own emotes game back and get back in gear. So we could do like this for the scarf. I got to figure out a better way of drawing the scarf if I move the arms up like that. There's probably a better way. Also, they should probably like kind of cut into the face a little bit like this if I were to do it. Kinda gonna have it go like this, maybe? That might make it feel a little bit better? I don't know. We're just trying shit. But anyways, how's it going? Because essentially, I kinda changed how to m my little, like, assistant mascot character looks, and I feel like they don't really match the old emotes anymore, so that's why we're kinda going in with a redo here. I think with this, we're gonna move this here. And so we're just gonna sketch a bunch of shit out. Now that looks awful. I hate that. I hate that. What if we just like do super simple and don't even bother making it separate piece? We just kind of will color it different. Mm, no, that doesn't look very good either. Okay, we'll figure something out. It looks good for scarf. You don't need folds like it because it won't be seen very well, and people already know your model. See, yeah, yeah, super simple. Yeah, emote simple is better. That's the thing is I haven't drawn emotes in like a while, so I have to remember. Actually, I should probably hold on a second. I should pull up the emote tester, one of those websites, to help remind myself of how small I should be making things. I'm gonna export this real quick. File export. Let's see. I need a test folder. Test folder. There we go. Let's see. Testing again. What a great file name. What a genius file name, I must say. Okay. And then we do that. And we got this. All right, and then I gotta pull it up over here that you can chat cannot see what I'm doing. It's just for me and me alone. All right, let's see how this looks. Preview emote. Okay, and then let's see. So what if I go back to my older one? How did those look? If I do this, preview that one. Okay, yeah, that one's definitely better. So I definitely want to zoom in more. Okay. So in that case, actually, one second, I gotta change my music. This is not the vibe I'm going for right now. There we go. That's better. I would subject you to my music chat, but I won't. I won't do that. I'll let you chill. Let's see. So if we zoom in even more, and we kind of go like this, how does that look? If I were to do this, file, export, test two, a great name for a photo, test two. Just you wait, shit. Eventually, we're gonna get to the point where where I name everything like test three or ABA, and that's how you know I've truly entered the hell dimension of drawing things. Yeah, it looks better. I think. Well, it's more readable if it's close up like that, huh? Nah, Fortunate Son is surprisingly relevant nowadays. You know? Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of songs. There's a lot of ones. A lot of songs that are relevant. I particularly am a big fan of "We Didn't Start the Fire." Very fun song. Mm, I think I like the eye shape for the angry emote here. I think I like this one more in terms compared to the old design. See the comparison? And I think I might try to make it slightly more detailed. I don't know if I want the lines to be thicker though. I won't really I guess we should test the coloring as well to see if that fucks things up or not. That's a good idea. Let's just do basic coloring. Like just a basic fill to see how that feels. Like this. Like this. Like that. Honestly, I don't even know what I gotta like think about what kind of emotes people want. You know, what did the people really want? I should probably do high contrast. Give some bright colors. Okay, and then we'll try that because I want to do some like more contrasting coloring because I realized my other one. I feel like the lines were very actually, wait, was I using the color I wanted to use here? Hold on a second. I don't was I? I think I was. Um, what was I gonna say? I think my old designs were a bit lower contrast, and so I would like to try some that are higher contrast. Yes, yes, crazy idea, right? Let's see, and then I export this, and we do that. Yes, there we go. And then we make a new emote file. Oh, I forgot to hit OK. Whoops. Okay, how does that look? How does this look? I said, how does this look? Work. Work, goddamn you. It's not working. I broke it. I broke this website. I gotta redo it. Whoopsies. You hate to see it. Okay, there we go. Mm, we could do another thing we could do is if we were to do this and this, select invert selection, and then we grow it. So we can essentially thicken the outside lines by a little bit. I think I remember doing that last time, and so that might help this as well. Let's try. Um, file export. We'll call this one color thick with two C's. Alrighty, there we go. And then we check this. Boom, bop, bam. Boom, bop, bam. Okay, yeah, that definitely looks nicer with the extra border. Should I have made the whole face have the thicker lines though? Hmm. Hmm. Decisions, really. Quite the decisions. Honestly, I need to compare to other people's emotes, I feel like. Get an idea of how much of the space the face should take up. Ba, 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 ba. Because I feel like there's like different styles of doing the emotes, obviously, but some are like closer up than others. Because quite frankly, other people's emotes, the heads are actually some of them. The heads are smaller, and so maybe I don't need this so big. You know, I think the thing is, I think the width matters more than height of the head in this case, perhaps. So we could do like, hmm. All right, here's another sketch idea. We do. Here we go. Here's what we do: is we go like, oops, we go like head here, try and keep it somewhat squished rather than up and down. And we go like this, boop, boop. And then we go like this for the arm, boop, boop. Maybe we kind of have the arms up like this. Although, actually, how would I even want the arms to look? I don't actually know. See, I don't really think too hard about how the arms would look. I think it would look more like this, honestly. And then we go like this for the uh oh god, this is so bad. Don't think too hard about it. We're just doing it for now. And then I'll come back and fix the scarf up later, like that. Good enough. And then what was the face I was doing? It was like this. So it's like somewhat off to the side. Go like this. I think I want it to look off to the side a bit rather than directly on. So if it's like this maybe. Mm, 1 second. And then we go like that, and then we go like boop, up, boop, 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 and then we'll just do a really simple flower sketch. Um, and then let's see, got this little swirl, and then the head goes like that, and then this goes like this. That's vaguely what it would look like, kind of. um, and then let's do a fill in the background real quick. The background color. Do 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 do. This is my favorite part, filling in the coloring. It's like a coloring book, except it's not a coloring book because I'm just making a selection rather than coloring it back and forth. There we go. Boom. All right, let's see how that looks. Let's see. File, export. Call it body. There we go. And then choose files, body. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Hmm. How do I feel about it? Decisions. Maybe I should color the scarf differently just to like see the contrast there as well, maybe? Hmm. Hello, Ella. Congratulations on claiming first. What I find really funny is that you sent me the Slay the Spire 2 invite out before you claimed first. which shows your priorities of which one's more important, the bit or claiming first. Also, hello, hello. This is the new emote. This is the emote for real. Final draft right here. We're not changing anything at all. This is it. You forgot I was streaming. So you remember to invite me to play the Slay the Spire too. Wait, so you didn't think I was streaming? You just invited me anyways. Actually, I guess that does make sense. You did do that one time when I was literally asleep. So that does check out. Also, also I do have to dunk on you. Also, thanks for the 6 months. It's really been 6 months. Holy fuck. That's crazy. Goddamn. Wowee. Holy shit. I gotta redo my I've only done the 1 and 2 month sub badges because we're still on the founder level of subs, so I haven't bothered like making the making the actual sub badges. But that is a good reminder for me to finally do it because I already have an idea of what I want that one to look like. I just have to actually go out and do it, just like how I'm going out and doing this. Well, at least attempting to do it. We shall see if we actually accomplish it or not. Let's see. Okay. Back to previewing the small versions of the emotes. Oh, wait, actually, didn't I used to have one second. There was a Docker I had overview. That's what I was using. Where did it go? Is it even here? Oh, it's over on a different screen. It disappeared completely off my screen. That's fun. There we go. Now it exists. So I can look at that to kind of compare a small version early. All right, let's test with like some different colors here. Why don't we? How do we feel about that? Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. And then we do like this. I feel like this is still kind of, it's not as saturated as I think I want it to be. I might increase the saturation on these colors in a bit. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Let's see. How does that look if it's smaller? Okay. And then if we were to do the colors here for the eyes, do this, and then this, and this one goes like this. Bam, bam. And then this color for the mouth. Let's see how this ends up. Do, 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 do. There we go. All right. How does that look in small form? Hmm, I think having the different color definitely helps. Um, oops. Hmm. Dude, I put my fucking, I feel like a toddler. I put my like stylus on like my mouth while I use my hands for some other stuff. But I feel like I'm like, I gotta have like an old timey pipe where I go like, you know, that's what it feels like to me. An aesthetic pipe. All right, let's export this. Colored, and then we export and test that. Let's see, how do those colors feel? I think they work. I still don't know if I want the body in the image though. I don't know that I really like the body in the image. Let's see. What about let me grab this and grab that. And maybe we bump this up to 12 pixel or 10 pixels size of brush. How about that? So we go like this, we go like that. Oops. And then we have a little bit of room for the scarf. Mm, like that. That could be good there. And then this would kind of go like this. And that would go like this. And then this would go like this. And that would go like blah blah blah. Really, really sketchy flower there. Um hmm. Hmm. Do I like the idea behind this one is the question. That is the real question. And quite frankly, I don't know. So we're going to fill it out with some colors to see how I like it. And maybe I'll make the colors a little bit brighter and more saturated while I'm at it. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any emotes done today. I think today is a purely brainstorming session. Oh, that's not the color I wanted. This is purely for brainstorming today. That is all we will be doing. Maybe I should change the title of the stream to brain blasting, you know? Oops. Deselect that. There we go. Like this. And then this one would be down here. Like that. And then deselect that. See, in theory, I could just go look at other emotes, and I probably will eventually to get some ideas, but for now, we're going off the dome. We're going off the dome of what's on my noggin. Let's say that, and then take that color, and then we do this. Oops. All right, let's try that. Select, deselect, and then I will export. I definitely don't like the face itself, but we're just testing to see if I want the proportion of face to body. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. I forgot to hit OK. There we go. Let's see. Mm, I also like, I like the body, but I don't know that, like, the version with the body is nice, but I don't think I really get to use it super well. Right? I think it's better maybe you just have the hands. But the thing is the hands aren't very detailed on this character. They're like little nubs. They're like just little nubs. So it'd just be like this. Oh, we could definitely do a face palm emote maybe at some point. I feel like that would be an emote people would love to use on this stream. I think people would love to face palm. Okay, so we got that. Mm, I could try and do the flames even in emote form as well. That might make it look a bit different. Add a bit of a spiciness to it, you know? Let's see. Let's do some simple flames. Hopefully it doesn't get too busy. So we would then take this color and then just fill all this in. And then this one would get filled in here. Do do do. All right. Oh, this one over here isn't the right color. Whoops. Honestly, I should probably just uh erase those lines now that I think about it, but eh. Okay, let's see how this looks now in small form. So, do this. Boom, boom. This is gonna be all I do today. I say, I don't know about this one. I think it looks better without. Hmm. 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 Maybe we do. What if we? What if we try and simplify the head even more? I gotta delete these. I'm not using them. I'm definitely not coming back to those. I gotta clean up my layers here. Okay. Um. So what if we try doing like? Hmm. Gotta figure out like a good. Okay, I kind of like that for the bottom of the face, and then if we do like this. Oops. I feel like this is like a nice scarf, but I think the trouble I have is then when we get to the body, because the way the body's supposed to look looks a bit different when you've got all this other stuff going on. You go like this, go like that, go like this, and then this goes like this, that goes like that, and then face would be like this, and in terms of like this, we then go like this, make the face look like that. I don't think that's really what I'm going for, but we could do this. It is possible. I think the eyes should be here. 1 second. Let's get an idea of how big the eyes want to be. Like this maybe. Mm, eh. Here, I'll fill in the background while we're doing this, and then so we go like this, swoop, like that. That should be good. And then we erase this. Boop, 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 boop. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know about this one, bud. Maybe if we add some lines to the scarf, helps make it look a little bit different. Maybe. Maybe. Like this. I think it definitely does help add some stuff to it, but not sure if it's exactly what I want. We shall see. This goes like that. Like this. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. How does this look? Mm, zoom out a bit. I feel like the body is still. ah, why are you both so hard? Why are they? Why must they be so difficult? Mm, let's see. Let's just do an idea with this. Anyways, Chad, maybe I should just talk about other stuff. And by talking about other random things, my brain won't think so hard. And then the truly genius ideas will just come to me out of thin air, you know? And so, first topic of conversation, deadlocked, because that's what I was doing before stream. Ah, fuck, my selection fucked up. But yeah, we were playing deadlock, and I played Apollo for the first time. Who's this like little prick? who runs around all the time and lunges and does fencing, and, it's pretty fun. I wasn't good at them, but it was pretty fun, I would say. Probably gonna play them more in the future, but yeah. That reminds me randomly, connecting the dots of various things. I did do it's not fencing, but I did do, what was it? It's kendo, is that what it's called? I think it's kendo. I think actually, no, I don't think that is that it? Hold. Yeah, I did do kendo, that's what it was called, kendo. For some reason, my brain was thinking it was called something different, but I got it right the first time. And I did kendo in, college for, like, a class because they randomly had it as a class, and I was like, "Well, I don't really need to do my major classes anymore, I just needed enough credits to, to graduate with random stuff." And so I said, "Alright, I'll just take some random, like, fun stuff." That's also why I took Korean. Although I don't remember anything from Korean anymore. I can recognize Korean characters and vaguely read it. That's about it. That's all I remember. But that is a K-Tag skill, indeed. One of K-Tag's I was gonna say many skills. Actually, I know I would say I would have I don't know if I have many, but I like to think I have a couple. I like to think I'm a multidisciplinary kind of fella. Because I like to do a variety of creative things. Art is one oh my god, that looks kinda horrifying. That looks horrifying with that color. Wait a second, what if we did, like wow, that's like I don't know about that one, boss. But it does look it looks kinda interesting like that, but not what I'm going for. That's not what I want to do. Um, but, what was I gonna say? Oh, jeez. Um, words, where was I? Oh, yeah, there's, like, a variety of other things I wanna do, like I wanna do, more music stuff. I haven't really I've been focusing one step at a time, and so art has been, like, one of the bigger ones recently, but eventually, I'd like to put more time into music. Perhaps I can even make a starting soon song. That would be cool. That would be I really like ambient music especially, like, I wouldn't say it's easier, but I feel like the vibe of it makes more sense to me. So I really like ambient music, especially from, like, game soundtracks. Oh my god. I love that shit. Like, Blueprints soundtrack, uh, Outer Wilds, those the ones? Oh, man, so good. So good. There's even, like, a bunch of other games, even, like, smaller, less popular games. There's some really good soundtracks out there. And so I would like to be able to make one eventually like that. That would be cool. Although I've never actually played an instrument in my life, although I'm starting to learn keyboard and guitar, but that's about it. Oops, I did not wanna do that, whoops. I think it ended up fine though. Um, but yeah, that's the goal. That is indeed the goal. Maybe I should add additional lines I have here for, like, the edges of things, because that might help make things look a little bit more interesting here, you know? So we go like that, we go like that, go like this. Oops. And then we go like that. And then we would need the other color for the edges. I guess it's like ectoplasmy is what these are supposed to be, like the edges. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be. All I know is it adds a little bit of visual difference, and that's what I really want. That's what I really want here, boss. Okay. So I'm looking at this, right? I'm looking at this. And I think I'm gonna export it just to see, but I think I don't like it. I I mean, obviously it's a quick sketch, but I don't think I like the vision either. Let's see. File. Where is it? There it is. Because I think what I need. Oh, it deleted everything. God damn it. Hold on. Why is it not letting me choose the file I want? Please, website, to work with me here. Okay. Mm, mm, it's not the worst. What if I add the little things on the eyes that I have over there, where we go like boop, boop. Um, I think, okay, okay. Would it work better if I have colored? I don't know if colored lines would help me that much though, but they could. They could. Mm, mm, let's do some more thinking. We're doing more sketching. More sketching, gang. So go like this. Go like this, because I kind of like this for the shape of the mouth, right? And then what if we just try and go like more cartoony with it? Even more cartoony? Where we go we kind of go like this. We could do this. This could be a potential solution here. Make it more like triangular maybe for the eyes. No, I think I like it more elliptical. And that's a word you don't use often. Elliptical. Dude, what if we just make it look so incredibly scuffed? Where the eyes aren't even like the eyes just aren't even they aren't even matching. We could do that. And then maybe if on the interior I use slightly thinner lines, right? That could be useful. Maybe we do like a 6 pixel, right? That way these inner lines don't conflict with everything else so much. And then maybe for the teeth, we use a smaller line as well. We shall see. Mm, I think for the teeth, I do like smaller line. I don't think 6 pixel is the right size for that. Maybe 8. Let's try this. Or maybe we do the 10. No, I think 8 is better. We'll do 8 like that. Yeah, that'll work. Oh god, that was loud. Sorry. Let's do this, and then we go like this, or like this. Boom, 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 boom. And then let's see. Should I do? I think the flower should probably be 8 pixels as well, but I'm gonna quickly do the hair poof thing. That's the technical term for it. Like this, and then we go like that. Okay, gotta get this working. Come on, work. I'm trying to find like a good. But that looked kind of nice. I like that one. There we go. Honestly, I think this one's feeling more promising to me than the other ones. It really does feel more promising. I think by going all in a more cartoony version of it and playing with the line weight has helped. Let's see, like this, maybe put the line like this, maybe. Let's see, like this. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Gotta clean it up a tiny bit. Mm, 1 second. Maybe like this. There we go. Um, okay, flower next. Flower next. I gotta stay on track. All right, and then we go like this. We go like that. Flower looks like this, or like that. Oops, maybe more like this. And that goes out here. And then the eyes underneath this part would get erased. Oops, lag. Please don't crash, Krita. Krita, please. Thank you. Thank you. That reminds me I should really save right now. Hold on, will I save? Okay. Okay. I'm kind of liking how things are playing out now. See if we put this like that. I want this side to come up more. Maybe not that much. Maybe more like this. What if we go like this? And we kind of keep it in one big blob rather than separating the face from the like spectral hair. Mm, I kind of like keeping it like in one big blob. I kind of like it. Um, let's see. Um, okay. And so if we have that, I then have to do the scarf, which would look like this, I think. And so then we get that, and then we make small lines here, and then make a big line again. This. I think part of the thing with this is I then have to figure out how I want the body to look with it because realistically, because the arm would be if we have the arm out like that, it would look kind of weird there, right? So it would then go straight down. You'd have to go straight down with it, which can be because realistically, the body is kind of like is like going here to here, right? So maybe where's the scarf? We hide the scarf. We figure out where we want the body to go first, right? So maybe the body's like here, and then we just kind of match the scarf to like go with that. So like this, we squish it down a bit for now. How's that look? Mm, but I think it looks nice with this scarf size though. Hmm. Decisions, really. Mm, for now, we'll just do this, I think. If we go like this, maybe. Yeah, that probably works, right? Yeah, that's good enough. Let's see. Clean this up a wee bit. Okay, and then so we got that. We got this. I guess at this point, the next thing to do would be to color. Yep, that's the next step. That is indeed the next step. I'm gonna make it a little bit more saturated because I like bright color. And then go like this. Select all the things. It's actually really kind of therapeutic in a way. And it really is forcing me to have to figure out what I want the character to look like. I also need to redo my own avatar really because I would like to actually, let's do the original color first and just like make it brighter. There we go. I want to eventually redo my model in live 2D and like actually rig it rather than my little like voice activation setup I have right now. I need to actually rig it. And I have an idea that I can actually use my eye tracking, even though, the whole blindfold thing. I think I could kind of do it in such a way where like the blindfolds, um, well, not necessarily fully like eyes, obviously, but it can kind of like have like the brow kind of situation where the eyebrows, you can have the the blindfold change shape a little bit to kind of match the expression, if that makes sense. Kinda it'd be like a little bit more cartoony, kinda how, like, in cartoons, they do, like, glasses typically, where the glasses just kinda become the eyes and the eye shape. It would kinda be like that, and I think that would work out pretty well. I just have to sit down and do it. That's the hard part, sitting down and doing it when I have a million other things I'm also doing, very difficult. A million other things and other distractions, like video games. The very distracting video games. My greatest enemy. Speaking of video games, I think I did a recent double checking of, like, upcoming games that I wanna play, and I think there should be at least one next week. I wanna play Bobo Bay. I think that would be it's like a Chow Garden thing, and I've never actually played Chow Garden myself, but I do like, the management of creature type games, hence why I liked Uma Musume. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping I can do some of that. Oops, I accidentally knocked my chat window off so I couldn't see anything. My bad. Let's see. And then put this color here. But I'm looking forward to that. I think that's what, the 28th or 29th, one of those 2 days. That's when that's happening. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. But until then, I don't really know what I want to do. We might just do more art streams, so I'm forced to actually work on stuff. Who knows? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We will have to wait and see. Let's get some lines in on this scarf. Why don't we? So we go like this. Oops, like that. And like this. Boom, boom. Oops, boom. There we go. Mm, maybe more lines. I think I need more stripes here. Like that. And that kind of works. Um, maybe I do different coloration as well. It won't really show up in this small emote itself, but it can be useful just to do it, you know? Should I change the color of my lines as well? Mm, maybe. I might. We'll see. We shall see. You know what? I should actually make I think the anger marks should be a thicker line because they need to be a little bit more prominent since they are just a line and not colored in anywhere. Yeah, I think that helps a bit. And then if we were to do something like this, we do this color now. Boom. And then we go like this. Boom. Boom. Or actually, boom. 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 And I think that's all I really want for that coloring. Then we'll add this on the edge. Boom, bop, bam. Boom, bop, bam. And then I think after this, we just need to add the whatchamacalls it, actually let's add the little I don't know if they're eyelashes. I don't really know what these are. I just like having them. They add a little bit of a variety to the face shape. Or I guess not the face shape, but like just the facial features. Yeah. Or I could do like if I do straight down, it feels very goth. It feels very goth if I do that, but I keep them off to the side a little bit because I feel like if I go straight down, it kind of conflicts with a lot of other things. Um, and then we'll go ahead and group all those layers together. Boop. And then that set up. And then we'll select everything outside of that area. Select invert selection. Select grow by like 5 pixels. And then, oh wait, actually, there's a selection I forgot. Invert select grow by 5 pixels, and then boom, deselect, and then export again is what we'll call this one. This one feels promising, chat. I think this one might be one that I actually like. Let's see. And then we can just like use this as a reference for an actually finalized version. Okay. I think I like it. I do think I like it. However, I think I need to zoom in a bit more, and B, separate uh, the whatchamacalls it, the scarf from the mouth a bit more, because the mouth is a dark color. So we need to like make the line here, the black line, even thicker, I think, to really separate it out. You feel me? And then like this, we could go like that, I guess. Mm, let's see. File, export, thick with 3 C's. A very, very professional way of doing it. All right, let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think adding that did help with a little bit. How's the if I do black and white, how's that look? Um, that looks all right. Oh, looks like Ed started chat. So I'm gonna use the bathroom and do all that for a little bit. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. See you then. All right, chat. Ads are over. I am back. Hello. It is I, the K-Tech. And in that time period of ads going on, I thought that, you know what, maybe I should adjust the eyes a little bit. Because I think that the eyes could be a bit bigger. And I think if they were a bit bigger, the emote might read better. So if we take this and make it bigger, I guess I should just redraw it actually. Let me do that real quick. Take that, select deselect. 10 pixels, so it'd be like this size, perhaps. I guess I should I should probably separate the eyes from the rest of the drawing here, and then we'll adjust them. That would probably help. Just a little bit, maybe. Just maybe. Alright, do that. And then I'm gonna hide this part as well. Yeah. Oh wait, where are the flames at? Which layer is those? Where the fuck did I put them? um, in 1 second, will I click every single layer not knowing where they are? Here? No. Here? Oh, there they are. Why the hell are they in this layer? Okay. There we go. We got this. Okay. So here's the thing. We're gonna make the eyes bigger. Bigger and better. Alright? The biggest eyes we could ever see. Like this, and then we go like that. And then we can still keep the flames, but we'll deal with that, do more of that in a second. And go up here. Now, this part is a little bit, because it's gonna come into contact with the mouth, which I don't know how that's gonna play out. But if I do this, maybe it's not the worst. We have a weird tangent though, is my only complaint with that. So maybe the side's just destined to be a little bit smaller, you know? It's not the worst. And then this would be a little bit smaller, like 6 pixels is what I decided upon, if I remember correctly. And this goes here, like that. And then we can erase the old version now, or hide it. And then like this. Boom. Boom. How's that look? I think that's kind of nice. And there, let's do the coloring now of the eyes. So I take this, and then we add this in here. Boom, bop, bam. There we go. Oh, lag. So much lag. Computer stop. Computer chill. Thank you. There we go. But yeah, chat, I don't know. I think this is it's kind of fun just like exploring and just not really knowing what you're gonna do with the drawing and then just kind of seeing it evolve over time. Although it can also really suck if you never get into the groove and you just stay ungroovy forever. That can kind of suck. I'm also gonna add some different color to the flower, so there's slightly different versions of it. So if we make this the darker color, because I actually did notice the difference between the colors of the scarf in the small version of the emote, so it might actually be a good idea for me to replicate the same thing here. And I'm actually also going to color the lines of the flower because that might also make it look nicer. We'll find out. We shall see. There we go. I'm debating if I want to color in the anger mark with like something. I don't think a red or an orange would be a good idea, but well, let's test it. Might as well. A little scribble. No, I think it looks better without. Maybe if we do one of the bluish colors, we could see what that looks like. I guess if we do it with like the even brighter neon blue I have here, or neon cyan, I guess it can highlight it better. You know, it makes it pop out a bit more. What about the darker color? What about that one? Oops. Mm, darker color hides the line art, but it does make it very obvious that there's something here. Mm, what about a slightly like lighter color, like this? Mm, even lighter. It's not bad, but I don't like it. Let's try this. Export with this and see how that looks. File, uh, export, blah blah. There, boom. All right, let's see how this one looks now. Or this one. There it is. All right, bigger eyes. How do bigger eyes feel? I think the bigger eyes are nice. I think that's a nice addition. It wasn't the worst with the smaller eyes, but I think there's a good balance where you need to make sure that otherwise the eyes get a bit here. Well, okay, actually, another idea. What if we zoom in? All right, chat, we're going crazy with this one. We're gonna zoom in a bit and then maybe move it up. Because I don't need to see that much of the top of the face, you feel me? Right? We don't really care about that if I'm being honest. So we go like this. How does this look? Export bigger. We'll just use that as the file name. Surely that I won't get confused by this at all. Hmm, I do like it, but I think it then makes it hard to tell that there's the hair piece over here. Look, the hair part of the emote. When it's slightly smaller, it's easier to tell that's like its own little thing. So maybe, okay, what if we just increase the size a tiny bit, like this, and then we move it to the this way, right? Make it bigger. But we try and keep the sizing like this, maybe. Mm, hmm. It's not. Hmm. I might just leave it for now, and we might just keep like trying to do things in this way, this style, perhaps. I don't know. Hmm. Oh, maybe I should also like color the uh the flame and the mouth lines slightly different color as well. I don't know that I really need to though, you know? Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just make this the new Angie emote simply because I don't really like the old one. I kind of think even this like partial completion is better than the old version. You know what, chat? Fuck it. Let's upload it. Let's do it. Let's send it. I got to figure out if I want a bigger version or a smaller version though. Let's see. Let's see. File export. I'm gonna try this medium version though. Medium. Not too big, not too small. Just right. Goldilocks would be proud. Let's see. Hmm. I think it looks all right. I think it does. It does look all right. Do I like it more than the smaller and bigger ones though? That is the question. Hmm. Let's look at bigger. Let's see. This is the thing, chat, is I'm going like crazy because I'm like looking at it and it's like I'm like hallucinating differences at this point. Like the most minor of differences and being like, I don't like that one. No, thank you. you know? You feel me? I think another thing that might help is having the uh the words, oh god. The tiny bit of body that's just below the scarf. If I make that more prominent and noticeable, that might help. But I'm not sure that I'm gonna bother doing it, so we'll see. We shall see. I think I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with the small version for now, actually. Yeah, we'll stick with small version. And then what I would like to do here, potentially, is maybe we will make this side bit over here a bit bigger, right? So if we go like this, and then we can make this come along here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Whoopsies. Come here like this, right? And then this part, boom, comes along here like, oops, and comes here like this. Wait, what? Like this maybe? That might help. So it's a little bit bigger. Now, does that look better though? Mm, it also isn't the right size. Make it slightly smaller. Let's just try exporting this and see how that looks. File, export, call that. All right, let's see how this looks. Where is it? There it is. I do think having that tiny little bit helps highlight that it is a scarf. I do think it helps. So I think I will keep it like this then. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just call this one good enough. We're just going to be like, yep, we're going to make this the Angie emote for now. Let's see. This call it Angie emote. Look at that chat. Hello Tora. Tora, what time is it? Why are you here in my stream? It is, hold on, while I do math. 8 plus 7 is 3 a.m. Ow. Well, Tora, this is a perfect time for me to use my revamped emote to showcase my anger at you, okay? This is how I feel about you throwing all that at me right now. This is how I feel. All right, let's save this and export. Anyways, Tora, how's it going? Me, 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 me. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Angie emote. 448. That's the size of my emote. It's going good. How about you? It's going pretty good. I pretty much started stream not knowing what I wanted to do, and I now have something that I'm doing. So I consider that an absolute win. Let's see, where's my emote? I gotta remember how to upload emotes. Oh boy. It's somewhere around here. Up there it is. Found it. Yippee! Okay, and then I gotta redo this one. Uh, let's see. So do I then have to delete the old version of it? I think I do. Let's see. Da, da, da. What can I do? Let's see. I do this one. Okay, so I think I have to delete the old one. Yeah. Okay. Well, goodbye, old Angie emote. Do, 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 do. Du, 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 du. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Okay. Maybe I just call this one anger rather than angy. Yeah, maybe I'll just do anger rather than angy. And then I don't have to re-upload it at all. Yeah, that's probably fine. We'll do that. All right, we'll do this one. That one looks all right, I think. I hope. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got that. Go like this. Boom, bop, bam. And then upload. See if that works. Did we get instant uploading? Let's find out. Probably not. It's pending approval. Well, we didn't get instant. You hate to see it, boss. You hate to see it. But eventually, chat, eventually, we'll be able to use that one. That'll be good. Very good. Alrighty. Well, now that we got that idea, I kind of like this version of this character for the emotes. So, and if we go for more of like a, I don't know, I don't think cartoony's the best way of. It kind of vaguely makes me think of like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, but not exact, but not really. Like it's more of just like the dark line art that is making me think of that. Paint your teeth. You want to paint my teeth? Tora, what color should I paint my teeth? Why do you want my teeth painted? Aren't your teeth gold? My teeth are golden. They are indeed gold. Or maybe they're yellow. It's up to you. It's up to you to decide. It could be either. I don't know that I want a teeth emote. That feels actually there is one version of it that I think it would be really funny. But it's like the kind where you do like the cartoon character and then you do not in the Angie. That's not me in the emote, Tora. That's my my like mascot like character. That's the Wisp because I have a secondary character that is supposed to be most of my emotes because believe it or not, you can't really see my eyes. So lacking eyes makes emotes kind of hard. So I have a substitute that tag teams in for me. And so that I haven't gotten them like too much on my channel yet. Like I haven't put them in other things. They're in my panels, but I eventually want to make them like a stream pet kind of vibe so that I can that way it's also obvious they're there. But yeah. But no, for that one's it's like more of like a blue ghost kind of color. Blue green ghost. But yeah, myself, I do have golden teeth though. But now that I got one emote done, we now have to figure out another emote. I'm kind of tempted because I don't think I have one yet. I don't think I have a copium emote, and I feel like I huff a lot of copium here. So maybe we should do a copium emote emote. A flip off emote. Maybe that, maybe that. I think that one also gets covered somewhat by angry emote, but I'll put that down. I'll write that down. Noted. That's a good one I need to do. I got to do that one. You make a good point. Okay, let's start sketching out a noted emote. Why don't we? Let's do that. You make a good point, Tora. All right. Make a group. Yeah, sketches. Sketches. Okay. So, how much should the actually I'm also gonna copy this so I can put it off to the side for reference later. Like this. Boom. Boom. There we go. Love it. All right. Hide this one. Boom. A sad one. I do need a sad one. I don't think I even have a sad one in my current emote set either. I had one in so the thing is, chat, I actually had like a ton of like 1 second. Let me open up the deep files. I had like a ton that I like sketched out initially, but I never really used them because I didn't like how they looked. But let's see. I did have a cry one. There's a little cry one there. That's a version. I also have this is another version of the cry. There's this no emote. There's the tired one. Got this weird little thing. We also got my personal favorite. I don't think I'm ever gonna actually make it an emote, but I had this one. I really the expression and the way it looks is just it's cursed. It feels really cursed, but we're not gonna use that one. um, maybe it'll come back in the future in its own way, but for now, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna exist. We put that one in the closet. Um, but yeah, let's do a noted because I do think a noted is a good one, so that when chat hears my great advice, you can all signal to me that you are listening to my amazing advice that is 100% true and very good advice. Uh, that way you can let me know you're writing notes down because it's very important that you take notes on this. So let's do that. All right. So, um, how big should the notes be for the screen? I think we make the notes take over. Lobotomy emote when, you know. I think we could definitely. I'll write that one down. We could do like a drooling emote. I don't know if I would necessarily call it a lobotomy emote. I don't know how Twitch feels about a lobotomy emote. Lobotomized. But we could do a drooling emote. We could do a drooling emote, and that probably gives similar vibes. I feel like if we do a drooling emote though, I need to like it needs to be like a really I have to really make the character look like wonky. Like you got to do like the head dent kind of vibe, where it's like you go like that. But I don't know. We'll see. Um, noted, 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 noted. So we go like this, and we say like the notes are like that maybe. Hmm. How much space should the notepad itself take up? That's a great question. Also, I just realized, Tora, your flip off emote. My screen over that I was looking at is like a little bit far away, so I thought that was noted, but it's a flip off. I just now realized that. That is so funny that I completely misinterpreted it. Well, hey, it inspired me in a completely unintended way. So there you go. It worked out in the end. I think maybe we make the notepad slightly curved at the corner. Actually, should we do like what's a good way to how would you even look at a note from behind? Let's see. Mm, notepad. Let me look up a notepad image. Notepad image. What do we got? Oh, we could do like so if we were to go like this maybe, right? And then we do like these little spiral pieces there. That could work. That. It's not the greatest version of it, but we can clean it up later maybe. Like this. I guess it would be more like oops, I'm trying to do the angle correctly, but kind of fucking it up. Oops. I guess it's more of a spiral, isn't it, huh? All right, we'll just keep it like that for now. Call it good enough. Let's see. If I were to put this next to that, how would that look? Mm, and then we would need like what, a pencil? So we got a pencil here. That. Oop. this, that. Then we get an eraser. Damn, actually, I think that's a pretty good pencil, if I do say so myself. Probably one of my best drawn pencils of all time. Um, and then let's see. So that's the notepad. I think I want a little bit of something on the side here of the notepad because it feels a bit flat. So I'm guessing um we want to imply that it's a somewhat 3D on the side here. So we could do that and just like some small lines here like that. That works. Yeah, that works. What if we do like a bunch of small lines like this? That work? No, we'll keep it like this. And then let's see. So that's the notepad, that's the pencil. What would the face even look like? What's a face of pure concentration? Or do we want it to be like more joyful, a little bit happier? Hmm. I don't know. I think I want it doesn't need to be super serious, I think. Or maybe it does need to be serious. Maybe note taking is serious business, you know? We're just gonna sketch it out and see how this feels. Do, 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 do. And that's the flower. Do the little twirl. Give it all a whirl. There we go. And then we go like this, that. And then the scarf would be kind of like here. Blub, blub, blub. Blub, blub, blub. And then I guess the body would be kind of like this. And I guess we could do an arm actually if we want to showcase that the arm is a thing here. That we do indeed have arms in this dimension. Where it's like this maybe. Or I guess it would be more like that probably. So we would then erase this. How's that look? How does this look if I do this? I like the idea behind this one. This one feels like it's got good bones. Good bones. Thank you, Mr. Skeltel. Let's see. I definitely want to change how the face itself looks, but I want to quickly color this one in to get if the visual overall seems good. Because if the vision overall seems like it works, then we can commit to the bit, you know? You can commit to everything. This. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There we go. Oh God, wait. Actually, nope. We're not. There we go. That's better. And then let's see. What color should we do for the notebook? That is a great question that I do not know the answer to. Probably just like a brown, maybe like an orange. It really depends. We'll have to just test it and see how it feels. I guess we would probably have a little bit of purple this way for the bottom of the scarf. And then flower up here. Do do do. Me be drawing. Damn, the emotes really just come out, once you get going. My genius is what I'm gonna call it. It's very much not my genius, but if I say it's my genius, it then makes me think that I'm actually doing a good job. All right, and then we got that, and then um, I guess we would do. Let's see. Let's do eyes next. Sure, why not? Do eyes next. Honestly, we might not even need to do line art to differentiate between the flames and the rest of the eyes. simply because I feel like there's already good contrast. So let's try that. I just want to see how that looks if we were to do that. There we go. Mm, it works. But I think, hello, fellas. Hello, Percy. How goes it? We're just out here exploring emote ideas to see. I did make one today. The overlay has been made plus the duck TV. Yeah, we got the duck TV. I need to redo the overlay though. I made it and now I'm already sick of it. I don't like it anymore. And so we need to redo it. But that's a future K-Tech thing to do. So not current to me. Current me is doing other things right now. I'm a busy boy. Pretty good just got home. Nice. Welcome home. Let's see. What if we do this? Smaller. I think doing the different line weights has really helped here. I think that has really helped make this look better. Who'da thunk it? Different line weight help. I also have so I've been doing my drawing with a brush that doesn't really change line weight via pressure, and I think that has also helped me quite a bit. So I've had to like deliberately change line size because I think the pressure made it a little bit. I don't know. It wasn't for me, boss. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. And then let's do another color difference here. Take the darker color of the scarf, and then we'll color this in here. Go like that. And then we go like this, and we'll go like this as well. And then this one was a dark color, I think. We make the petals of the flower dark, and the other parts are light. There we go. Understandable. Please keep the duck TV. We will keep the duck TV. That is indeed a core part of the overlay so that everyone has their little Subway Surfers adjacent thing to look at. The people love the duck TV. So who am I to deny them what they want? And then over here, we'll go like this. Make that like a white color. And then I don't know, maybe like make it like a tannish brown for the back of the notepad. I really don't know what color I'm gonna go for here. There's options, but I don't know. There's a lot of options, but I don't know what one is a good choice. So we shall find out. And then I think for this one, we'll make it like a dark color up top. See, that's good there. And this part up here. Or maybe we make it like a color that I already have. So I'm not putting like a million new colors. Hooray, yippee. I should make a yippee emote or something adjacent to that. Yeah, I don't like the dark color. I need to make it an already existing color, I think. So if we take this color of like the burgundy. Yeah, I think taking the burgundy is a good one. Yeah, that's a good call, I think. And then pencil, that's what we got to do. I remember. I remember now. I just had to stare at it for a little bit to think about what we were doing. All right, so we got that. Make it orange. Or I guess orange or yellow, one of the two colors. One of the two colors in existence, orange or yellow. Nothing else is real. Select, deselect. I'm also thinking we need to make the lines of the pencil smaller. At least the internal lines should be smaller because that is it's very busy in there, I would say. Then we'll make a little pink. All right, let's see how this looks. Yeah, it works. Just for the vibe. Um, make the size pencil or not the pencil, the brush size bigger. Okay. I'm gonna export this just to get an idea if the vibe of this is what I want. Export test folder. We'll call this one note test. Save. Boom. And then delete all these. Open that. Let's see. Note test. I do like it. I think I need to, well, I like the vibe of it. I think I need to change some things around and obviously make it look better, but I think the vibes of what we're going for here are good. I might move some things around though to make other parts more obvious. And then I might need to change the color of the notepad because the notepad color is actually very distracting on a black background. I need it to be a little bit duller, I think, like a dull brown maybe. That's a bit too dull though. Maybe like a darker orange brown like this maybe? No, that doesn't look good though. This could work, maybe. Let's try that. We're gonna have to fuck around with the colors for a little bit. Note test 2. Okay, let's see what the color black and white feels like. Eh, that works. Let's see. Note test 2. How does that feel? Mmm. No, I don't like that color. I like the tan color more. This is quite the conundrum. Where's my drink? Here's my sody pop. Although that one's actually empty. I'm gonna get another sody pop. Be right back. I require more caffeine. Ugh, I love my caffeine. I love more I'm tempted to get like, because coffee caffeine hits me way harder than soda caffeine. I feel like I don't know if I'm just making shit up or if I've like somehow what's the word for it? Oh god. Um what's the word when it's like a you're like you say it's supposed to be something but it's not actually something? Fuck. Words. Oh my god, help. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Placebo. That's the word. I don't know if I placeboed myself into thinking that coffee caffeine hits harder than soda caffeine. Although I think soda typically usually has less caffeine in it than coffee. But anyways, I can't really have coffee caffeine. I can have some soda caffeine, but then soda's bad for you. So I need to find like a sparkling water caffeinated drink that with no sugar. That's what I really need. But I'll have to remember that next time I go to the grocery store, assuming that I remember to check that. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna undo this color change that I did because I liked the previous color more, even though it was kind of bright. There we go. Um. Okay, so I like the vibe of this one. I guess the composition is that the right way to put it? I feel like that's too fancy to say, but oh, I didn't even put the freaking thicker outline. One second, let me see how that feels as well. I should do that. Do all that good stuff. Because I might also. So what I'm thinking is I need to make it look more like the other one as well. And then we'll grow this by 5 pixels. Select this. Boom, bop, bam. Boom. There we go. Select, deselect, file, export, note test 3. There's gonna be so many random files in this folder. It's already at like 20 files in this folder. And I'm gonna name them all terrible things, so I'm never able to keep track of them. I can guarantee you that. Or your money back. Okay. Yeah, I think okay. So the vibes of this are good. I need to make it the face look more like this version of the face though, right? which means we need exaggerated mouth, exaggerated eyes. But how am I going to map that and also have the notepad on screen at the same time? These are the dilemmas I live with. Another dilemma that I'm going to do right now, real quick, is I'm currently in standing desk mode and I want to sit down. So I'm going to move into sitting desk mode. So give me like 30 seconds. Be right back. But da 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 da. But da, da, da. Alrighty. Almost. Almost there. Also, I gotta turn on the light. It's dark. Holy shit. Uh, where are my lights? I have. Where's the? Oh, here. Here we go. Ta-da. Okay. Did you like that cross the room talking? That's my favorite bit, actually. It's really funny to just hear myself from across the room because I have my audio feedback. I don't know. It pleases me greatly. So I always do it every chance I get. Alrighty. Also, I gotta open my sody pop. There we go. All right. Let's see. Um. Here's comes the hard part. Actually making it look good. I hate when I have to do this part. I hate when I have to do this. Hmm. Hmm. What if we just didn't try and like finalize the noted emote? What if we did a different one and we just start a new sketch every single time and we just never finish anything? How do you feel about that? You know? Because I have some other things I want to do, but I don't fully know how to like full send it, you know? Because one thing I do want is I want something that is like an emote that is just an object in like a hand, maybe, because I think it would be funny. Dude, what if we did? Oh, wait, wait, that's so tempting. I like the idea if we like draw like I don't know, like do like one of the gun emotes, right? We draw the gun, but it's like a real photographic hand holding it. That would be funny. And then that would just be its own standalone emote. And then you could attach it next to like a different emote. It would be kind of funny. Hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Is there like another like object though that we could have it hold other than just gun? You know? Like what would be hmm. Hmm. Ooh, wait. I have a potential idea. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm tempted to do another cube emote. So obviously I have the rotating cube, right? But what if we had what if we had a static image where it's the cube, right? The all lovely cube. Everyone loves a good cube, right? Cube, right? But rather than it rotating, it's on like a pedestal, right? The cube is on a pedestal and we make it like we make it like a whole thing and it's like, "Oh my god, look at the cube. It has like it's like shiny, like the little accent marks. I don't know what they're called. Really highlight that the cube is this wonderful, lovely thing. That could be funny, right? That could be fun. That's funny, right, Chad? This is the humor that the kids like these days, right? I'm sure. I'm certain of it. No, that one's going on the freezer though. I'll think about it later, maybe. Because how many emote slots do I even have? I have a bunch, I think, sitting around. I still have one more. Well, once I remove the old anchor emote, I'll have two follower slots I still have to fill out. And then I have to fill out another six standard emotes. I gotta do like eight emotes. That's crazy. That's insane. I can't think about 8 ideas, 8 whole creativities I gotta do. That's crazy. And then on top of the animated ones, although the animated ones, I already know at least one I need to do because I drew it a long time ago and people liked it. I just never finalized it, so it never showed up on the channel. But people really like my falling emote where it's just me falling and dying. That one pretty good. I'll have to do that one at some point. Give the people what they want, you know? This might not be a democracy of a channel because I am the overlord of this channel, but we are benevolent and we consider it's more of like a constitutional monarchy where I am the monarch and then the rest of chat is parliament proposing ideas. And then I guess it's like, maybe it's not really, maybe that's more of like constitutional monarchy is a little, parliament has more power. It's not, parliament doesn't really have power here though. So maybe you all are just advisors and it's an absolute monarchy. The dynasty of K-Teg. Alrighty. Um, let's see. What should we do? Hmm. If I just look at this emote, my already out. Hello, Corgo. How's your 48 hours going? Just here to throw, gotta go. Have a good time. I gotta change my music chat. I think I gotta change the music to work the brain muscles, you know? A change in music will change my brain muscles to do what I need them to do. I need them to lock in. Dude, wait, what if we idea. Idea, chat. What if we do a lock-in emote, right? What if we what would be a good lock? Would it just should we just draw a lock and then like make a little like so you could do like 1 second, we do like this, right? And then you go like boop, 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 boop. And then you just like make like little like this so that it's like locked or like indicating that it has been locked. I feel like that is a bit too a bit too like too much thinking about it, but it could work. You know, also the lock has a variety of other applications, you know? Hmm. I'm liking the idea because I feel like I say lock in quite a bit. So I got to come up with some ideas, you know? Oh, I have another wait, chat. I don't know how well it would translate into an emote, but I really like the also like the It's Always Sunny Charlie red string like on the board meme. I always love that one, but I don't know how well it would correlate to like a like a small emote. But maybe you could make it work, right? So we go like this and we go like this. I guess we would want the arm like this, right? Like that probably. And then we go like this. Scarf goes there. And then you have like the various strings going around. I guess it would be like this. I don't think this really is gonna correlate very well to an emote. I'm just gonna try some shit though and see how it vaguely looks. You never know. Maybe we can make it work. No, this no, this doesn't work. Lock and emote could be like the leaning back to leaning forwards while gaming. Oh, that could yeah, that could work as like an animated one. I feel like you would need the animated. I guess I could also make the lock itself animated if I were to do just the lock thing. That way I could easily show that it is actually locking. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna write down lock in though, so that I can remember when I come back to making more emotes later. So lock in, noted. Uh we'll write down Taurus lobotomy idea. Which reminds me, I wanna play Lobotomy Corp eventually. I don't think it's I don't know that it's necessarily a stream game, but I have played, like, a little bit of Lobotomy Corp, but I never finished it. And it's one of those games that I want to go back and finish because I did enjoy it, you know? And I could see it being a stream game, but not I don't know. It's just so long. But it could be a stream game because then I could make you all my employees, and then you're all gonna get eaten by various horrifying SCP-like creatures. That could be fun, you know? I think it would be doesn't that sound like fun, chat? Being in working in an SCP facility? Sounds like a great time. Let's see, what if I do hold on one sec. Alright. So lock in, we have that as a potential future idea. What's another thing that I say a lot that chat would wanna or a thing that chat would wanna do? Mm, obviously, Percy has inspired we gotta have a hooray/yippee emo. I'm gonna write that down. Hooray. Yeah, I'll write it down on this thing too, so we can all see the text. Hooray, ideas. Oh, that was a great voice crack. 10 out of 10. Up, lag, lag, so much lag. There we go. Ideas. Uh, hooray slash yippee. There we go. Okay, okay. You wrote that down for yourself. Yeah, we're brainstorming. It's a group brainstorming session. Slash yippee. Okay. What else? Um, because I already got the anger. I do have to redo my existing emotes. So what do I already have? I have tired. I have smile. I feel like tired I don't use that much, and I don't think actually I can see the stats of how often people use them. I don't think people really use tired that much either. So I think I also tired just doesn't the way I drew it wasn't very good. So that might I might keep tired. I might just need to touch it up, or I might just get rid of it. We'll see. We shall see. Um, let's see. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Let's see. If I do, is there a way to see emote performance over all time? That would be useful. I would love that. Um, where is it? I don't think it tells me. It tells me over a certain. Oh wait, actually, I'm dumb. I bet I can. If I do, one second. I gotta find the numbers. Here we go. And then we do. Uh, I don't know how much it would like to do over like several months though. I don't know if it's gonna like this data set. We'll see. We'll do since like January. That's a good time period. Yeah, tired's barely used, so I'm probably gonna get rid of it. But Smile, people love Smile. The people love Smile, so maybe we rework Smile, right? Part of me, oh, actually, ooh, hmm. Okay, we're gonna rework Smile, and then let's see other ideas. So that's one, two, three, four, five. That's five things. Okay. What else is there? I have to we get rid of tired, and we can then replace it with what? Um, that we rework smile. Anger's already been reworked. Get rid of tired, which means we'll have three follower emotes to fill up, and then six normal static ones. Hello, Moikoi with Peter Griffin dead pose. I'm gonna do that for my. I'm gonna do something kind of like that for my. For one of my animated emotes. Although my idea isn't exactly like that, but I think it's the same. It's the same vibe of that. But I do like that. It's very fun. I think the thing is I need to come up with emotes that are like because I feel like the vibes in chat here are very, what's the word? Combative. I feel like we're a very combative chat. We either go like yippee, we have the yippies of the world, and then we have the like fuck you streamers of the world, you know? It's an overrated but still funny pose. That is true. It is very funny. It's at the same level of like the Yamcha pose too. Oh yeah, definitely very hostile lands here. Just the way I like it. All right, I want people when they come into my chat feel like they're entering no man's land in World War One. Okay, you could be hit by artillery fire at any time. Actually, ads are gonna start soon, so I'm probably gonna go use the bathroom and once that starts. But so I'm not gonna start any more drawings. We're just gonna keep yapping. But another reason I like the idea of the lock-in idea is I can also use it to as a substitute for Deadlock if I play Deadlock on stream. That also works. But I think that's a bit too niche. Okay, I would actually really actually love to pull your spine to use as your back scratcher. Well, Mokoi, well, I know you would really love that. I'm gonna have to turn you down. I'm gonna have to turn you down on that one. Let's see. Because yeah, I had the lock idea. I mean, the lock idea could still work just for lock in. I just feel like it works better as an animated emote. I guess a good question is which ones do I want to be my follower emote? Well, I'll have to think about that later because ad started and I'm gonna use the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Although I guess I can think about it on the toilet. That is where many great ideas are had. Be right back. All right, chat. I'm back. What did I miss? Lock in should be a follower emote because It's so you exclusive, and nobody else has ever said login before you. Yes, no one else in the history of the internet has ever said login before me. You're right, Percy. Yes, only I am the special one. Everyone else is wrong. Welcome back. You ate a milkshake. Okay, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to be combative and cause a controversy within the chat. Do you eat a milkshake? Because I'm gonna be honest, I think you drink a milkshake. All right, I don't think you eat the milkshake. This is my new controversy to have everyone fight over. Oh yeah, I need an emote that involves a hand in some way, right? I don't know exactly what it will do, but I need a hand emote. Yeah, like that emoji, but not exactly like that, you know? Drink yeah, I see that's what I'm saying, Percy. You drink it. Now it's thick enough where you can eat it. See, this is the thing, Moikoi, is honest this is a hard thing. Like, are you are you consuming it via spoon or via straw? I think that's like a big differentiation. And at a certain point, if you're eating it via spoon, it's no longer a shake. It is now moved into like an ice cream or like, like a blizzard type moment, you know? If it's eating, then it is with a milkshake or a milk solid. You're using a spoon. Then at that point, I think it's no longer a milkshake. It's more of like a hmm. I don't know if there's a good word for it because I wouldn't say it's ice cream. It's like a mixer, maybe? You could call it a mixer? An ice cream mixer? I don't know. Something like that. That's what I think. And I'm obviously the authority on these kinds of things. They always give you a straw with it, so it's supposed to be drinked. No, it would be ice cream. Mm. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Just melty. Just okay, okay. So we can call it a melt now, right? That won't confuse anything at all. We call it a melt, and then we also call it like, the sandwich melt a melt as well. I think I need to like rework the English language to make sure as many things have as many meanings as there could be, so that anyone else would just be so confused and has to like truly understand all of the context of the conversation to know what is going on. I think that's a good idea. That's a great idea, honestly. I still like the lock-in idea. I just need to like oh wait, could we have them like holding a lock maybe? Right? They could hold a lock. That could work. That could wait, we have a potential idea. Okay, another idea. 1 second. Another idea. Hold. Hold. Okay. I have two ideas that are overlapping here. All right, we got some ideas overlapping. Um, so what I'm thinking, right, is we could do. Oh God, computer, stop! Don't die, please. You'll be lurking in the meantime while you hell dive. Have fun hell diving. If you aren't already gone yet, I must ask: are you fighting bugs or bots? That's the real question, and I'm gonna judge you based on the answer. Oh, I should like do a judge emote. That's actually really a really. I feel like I do a lot of judging here. Hold on a second. Judge scale emote. There we go. It's very important. Um, or like just a judgmental that emote that could work. I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down. There we go. Perfect. Love it. Um, all right. Let's look at some more ideas. Why don't we? I need more ideas, chat. Because I want to do an object. I think for the next emote. I just have to figure out how I want to do it. I kind of want to go back to the cube idea, chat, but I have a slightly different version of it. So what if we get rid of the weird pedestal thing, right? And we do this, delete all this, and then we put the cube. up here, right? Like this, right? And then we have like eyes like this, right? Or I guess more like I want to make sure trying to figure out how I want them to look. Like this maybe? Mm, this could work. And then you're fighting bugs. Ah, moi koi tisk tisk tisk. I'm sorry. No. Oh well. Oh well. And then we go like this, and then we go like that, and then like this, and then go like this, and then we could go like this, right? And then do a small face like this, and then I think how would I put the arms? That's a good question. Like this, maybe. So the arm kind of goes like this. I guess it'd be more like this, maybe. Like this, perhaps. No, it would have to go more like this, I think. And then we would delete some of this. Let's see, go like this. I guess I could just make a transparency mask. That way we aren't destructively removing it. I'm not a bug guy. I'm a bot guy. All right. I like the bots. Bots are fun. I'm a level on creeker kind of guy, but I liked fighting the bots. Egg Grok, feed this fella bugs. Honestly, eat some bugs. Could be fun. Could be fun, Chad. You never know. Don't knock it till you try it. I need to undo my selection because it's bad. Select invert. Now apply transparency mask. There we go. Oh my god, chat. This might be it. This might be what I'm okay. I think I'm cooking with this one. I think we're cooking. For real. Um I might need to change it slightly with how we're doing it, but I think the overall idea we've got going here is pretty good, if I do say so myself. So we put the cube here like this. Okay, well, let's try this version first, right? We got to praise the cube because we love praising the cube. And then for the lock in, we could have the lock holding in our hands, kind of like as if it were a sign, for example. Dude, we're fucking cooking today. Holy shit. Let me do this real quick. See, the thing is, the cube isn't even really me referencing anything. I just like the idea of praising the cube. I praised the cube, although technically there is a cube you can worship in RimWorld, but I praised the cube even before that point. All right, I'm a true believer in the cube. All right, I'm not a poser. I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated. Wham to the cube. Select, deselect, and then let's see. I should probably. Where's the body? There's the body. And then we do this. Make this a little bit more of a swirl. There we go. Um, I guess we do eyes next. I think the eyes in this scenario we might. Do we want them to be detailed or should they be? I feel like this one is more like gremlin-y, so it makes more sense for the eyes to be kind of like silly. But we'll see what they look like if I put the this in there. I'm not sure that they look great, but we'll see. We shall see. You gotta just test it out by doing it sometimes, you know? The cuber. We love the cube. It's also just like, nice and plain dumb. And then I feel like this would be a great raid emote, you know? People won't really understand why we're praising the cube, but I think it would be nice. I think it would be a good one. It's got that certain like kind of excitement to it. It makes it feel a bit culty as well, and that's what you really want in a raid emote, is you want to make it seem like you are, in fact, a cult, okay? It's very important that they feel that they're being indoctrinated when they use the emote. Oops, I'm fucking that up. Whoopsies. There we go. Fill that in, and then select, deselect, and then I need this color. I feel like, oh damn, I think I'm gonna have to redraw this one because I can give the emote more of the space on the screen. I think I can do that. Or maybe I can't. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see how it ends up. Select, deselect. Um, what color should the cube even be? I don't even know. It shouldn't be. Maybe we make it the same color as the scarf and flower. Maybe that way those are like we're able to keep it this color scheme somewhat similar. You know, where's the okay? It's this layer. Oops, I did not want to select that. Whoopsies. Whoopsie daisies. I accidentally selected too much. Let's try that. How's that look? That looks better. Cool. All right. Make this a gold and steal my gold color from over here. Boom. And then we'll select, see which, this layer. Here we go. And then we'll grow it by, I don't know, 5 pixels. That should be good enough. Boom. Make that yellow. And then the cube color. What color shall the cube be, Chad? I'm thinking we're gonna go with the color of. Oh wait, I didn't even draw the flower in this one. 1 second, I gotta do that. I gotta lock in. All right, let's do that real quick. Draw the flower. Oops. Do this. And oh, I have the wrong color too. That's not great. I gotta fix that. Hold on a second. There we go. That's better. And we got that. Fill in the flower here. And then words. Oh god. We're gonna put in the flower colors here. Do do do. There we go. How's that look? Does it look all right, or does it look too much? We shall find out. I think it's getting a bit busy. Dark red like your scarf for the cube? Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do that. I feel like the flower is taking up space here, especially with the lines, but we'll come back to it and see how that looks. Let's try the cube color though. Let's do that first. All right. Let's fill this in. Do do do. Praise the cube. I think it needs to be bright. We need to make it a brighter color to truly make it pop, you know? Or maybe we make it the same color as the eyes. Oh god. Like this. So it's really bright. Oh, I do kind of like that though. Also, I think for the eye color, we're going to not I don't think I think we're going to make the eyes I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see. Do this color. We're going to color in the lines of the flower. A lot of it we're just kind of feeling out the vibe of. We're all vibes here, all right? We just like to vibe in this channel. That's what we do. We vibe. There we go. That looks all right. Okay. And then we gotta add the edges, the edge colors, so that we have a little bit of variety in some of the colors. This, and like this. And then I think this was a color right there. And then this one here, and then this one here, and then this would go like here, I think. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. And then this would go here probably. Cool. And then we grab this color to fill those edges in. Do, 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 do. How's this look? Honestly, adding these little bits in, I feel like has really changed the design for the better of Wisp, and I can't fully understand why. It just works. It just works. I guess it helps break up some of the shapes a bit. I don't know. Um, but yeah, we got that. Is there anything else I want to do with this? Let me clean this part of the cube up a little bit. There's a little. There we go. Clean that up as well. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. I think it's too small and condensed. But I think the color really should be different though. It should probably be pink for the cube. Or like, 'cause I think the scarf color, it's not bad, but oh, that's the wrong color. This one. Mm, I think it just looks nicer with the bright color. Let's see how this looks. File, export, cube, test. Although we also forgot to outline it, so let's do that real quick. Uh, Group it, and then do this. Boom, boom. And that's all the colors. Invert, select grow. Boom, my favorite functions. I love them. Do this. What is this one? Oh, that was my idea page. Okay, there we go. Deselect, and file, export. This is the real cube test. Thick. There we go. Boom. All right, let's see how this looks when I test it in my tester. There we go. Yep, it's incredibly hard to tell what's going on. I kind of figured. All right, if we make the cube a different color, does that help? It should, but I have to figure out what color I want to do. Because I need it to be bright. I want a bright color. That might work. What if we use yellow though? Actually, we could do a yellow cube, a golden cube. That could work. Hmm, the golden cube. It rings off the tongue better, golden cube. Gold cube is what I'll call this one. Save. Boom, export. Let's see how that looks. Gold cube. Oh yeah, gold cube looks way better. Oh yeah. All right, let's try purple, but I have a feeling gold cube is where it's at, boss. I think that's what we want. File, export, purple cube. Although it's more of a burgundy, I would say. Let's see. Let's see how this one looks. Uh, yeah, I think gold cube fits better. Yeah, I like gold cube more. Let me go keep it like this. So I think we can afford to. I like the design of the face here. I think I can afford to give the face more real estate on the screen though. Because essentially, I think, let me group this together. Cube, range, duplicate. I want to stretch it out as like a test of something. See how it feels if we give it more space, like this, perhaps, like this. So it gets a little bit bigger, and then, or we can also zoom in like that. Essentially, I want the face to take up more space. Cube big is what I'll call that. Boom. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. Uh, cube big. There we go. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to add that space. I don't think I'm gonna finish this emote today, but I'm gonna keep that idea in my back pocket, much like the noted emote. We're just keeping a lot of prototypes today. We're prototyping. We're prototyping, guys. Of course we go to Costco. Or actually, I guess if we're Costco guys, of course we prototype. Is that a dead meme at this point? I feel like I haven't heard many people say that in a while. Let's see. Okay, so we got praise cube, we got noted, prototyped out. What else? What else we want to do? Um, the Costco guys died. What? Du-du-du-du-du-du. I can only assume you're fucking with me, Percy. No, IRL, but they fell off. Oh, okay, I see. The Rizzler. I honestly don't see. People would refer to the Rizzler. I don't even know who the Rizzler is. They're like a faceless entity that just like they people mention them like they're like some kind of like creature, and I'm like I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. It's like saying like yes, the Sasquatch, America's newest cryptid, the Rizzler. Oh shit, chat. I random thought I just had. I just realized fucking today's so I've been watching Dropout. I watch the Dropout occasionally whenever they have a new D&D show, and they recently had their well, it's not a D&D technically. They're playing Vampire the Masquerade, but they had their new show and today's a new episode. I got to fucking watch that after stream. It's so good. I love it. I'm right though. The Rizzler is a cryptid. Is that how we should describe things now? We're like memes and like people who are memes are no longer just like people. They've now entered the realm of cryptid. I would love to be called a cryptid because Chad, as far as you know, I'm not real. You've never seen me. I'm just a cryptid that exists out here. Yeah, the Costco guys were fed to the Rizzler for their crimes. Damn. Why does the bigger memer not simply eat the smaller memers? Let's see. What should new emote idea? Let's see what I got. Lock in, noted, lobotomy, hooray, a reworked smile. Maybe I want to touch up this. Let's see what we want to do for the smile. Because we have the old smile. Let me go get that one so I can compare. Let's see. Where are you, smile? You're somewhere in there. This one? Was oh, that was the um here we go. So that's the old smile. Hello, hello, Burned. How goes it? We're out here reworking slash coming up with ideas for new emotes. Let's see. And right now I'm just looking at one of my older ones. This is my, in theory, number one most used emote, which I find very funny. I don't know why. It just amuses me. So, we're gonna rework it to make it even better. Because Lynn's has a so there's an emote that it's not the vibe of is what inspires me to do this one, but it's definitely it doesn't look the same. The one that Lynn's has that she uses sometimes, the smile is like the smile is like one second, let me is like this, and it's just like so funny to me. Or like this one, like it's just so funny. But I didn't want to do it exactly. I needed some of my own little flair. Good, you've been drawing a thumbnail for Expedition 33. Surprised you finish it in like 2 hours. Jesus Christ, I can't imagine finishing a thumbnail for that game. That game is like one of those games where like there's just a lot going on art wise. So it would be like really hard to draw stuff for. Earlier the morning. Ah, I see, I see. The morning is the best time to get things done. That's when you reach max efficiency. I don't have any scientific backing behind what I'm saying. I'm just saying that. Well, you changed the thumbnail to more relevant for the episodes. Ah, I see. So you're just doing like modifications to one that you already have. I see, I see. Did you already finish Expedition 33? Or is this like a no, not at all? Oh, so you're doing like from scratch for all of them? That's like that's crazy. 'Cause eventually I wanna play Expedition 33. It's not like super you're still playing, you're nowhere near the end, so it's an in progress thing. I see, I see. Yeah, but because I hear people say it's really good, and I don't usually like to play the, how do I just like, I wouldn't say they're necessarily triple A, but, like, the graphics feel triple A-ish, right? I don't like playing those kinds of, like, triple A graphics games, but, this one seems good, so I might give it a shot at some point in time. Who knows when, though? Probably after I finish upgrading my PC. We'll see. I still have to install my parts. I have been neglecting that. You was told on the you're on the lower end 30 hours, but if you're a completionist, then it's more like 50. Jesus Christ, yeah. I think 30 is like my maximum of how long of a game can be. If it's longer than 30, I'm like, I'm not finishing that. So it's good to know it's just barely within my just barely within my threshold. Let's see, what do we want to do for the new smile? Maybe we keep the vibe of the old smile where it's still like the smiley face. Oh, but I kind of like this. I still kind of like that though, you know? I still like it. Maybe we just kind of make it match the new make the rest of the face look kind of work with it. I don't know. Like this maybe. And then we go like gotta get a good Ooh, that was a somewhat decent curve. Not exactly though. I need a good curve. That one kind of works. Who knows? Maybe it will be the game to change that. We'll see. I don't know. It's pretty hard. I can have games that get me above like that hour if it's like a repeatable kind of game, you know, like League of Legends. But story based, I think, in my opinion, 20 hours is like the. I think 16 hours. I think is like the peak number for me to like really enjoy a story game. I think it's, like, long enough that there's a lot of stuff, but short enough actually, wait, how long was Esoteric Ebb? I think that one was 30 hours or 40 hours for me, but it was close. Let's see. I'm curious now. Esoteric Ebb. It's 42 hours, so a little bit above my usual limit. Just put it on story mode and you'll be fine. But that's the thing, Bird. That's how they get me because they give me story mode, which is baby easy mode, and I can't be doing baby easy mode. All right, I don't need to do extra hardcore mode, but I cannot do baby easy mode. Otherwise, I my honor cannot cannot allow me to do it. It is a curse I place upon myself. We're kinda like that curve. If we just move it up a little bit like this, kinda works. And then we would just do this, maybe more like this. Maybe more like that. And then we go like this. See, I think hmm, I'm trying to think about what I wanna do with this here. You went straight to hard? Yeah, couldn't be me. That's too much. That's too much for me. I still like the face of the smile, but I might try let's see. What else could we do? What if we were to try the freak smile, right? And then I think it was like I forgot what the eyes looked like. It was something really creepy like that. Um, but what if we were to do like this? Oh, it's amazing. I love it. What if we do like the South Park style, like this? Nah, nah, that doesn't work. It doesn't give off the correct unhinged vibes that I really want with this. I want to make sure like everyone understands that the hinges are not there. There are no hinges here with this smile. Could be harder. Oh man, you really like the punishment games, don't you? This is a fun little smile, but that one's like a cute smile. I don't think it's the one that I really want here. Mm, up leg. Ah, leg. All right. What if we just do this? Mm, oh, we could always do a little cat face one, you know? A little mischievous maybe, or like a smug. Mm, no, you don't. I see. I see. Mm, hmm. Decisions, decisions. I really don't know how I want to redo this one because I want to redo it. I'm just not sure exactly what. Mm, hmm. Move this up a bit, perhaps, like that. That could work. And then, mm, add those little bits. Is there anything I would want to add to the smile itself? Because then, if we maybe I sketch out the flower a little bit, that might help. That might help the inspiration, get the creativity flowing. You gotta just try shit until it works. That's the K tag strategy. And then let's see, add in the scarf. I think I need enough room to because I think the issue is right now it's really big, right? The face is really big, so I need room to put the scarf in a tiny smidgen of the body, ideally. I think that is the ideal scenario. So let's try that. Go like this, and then we get like this. So that's enough room for the body. And then we make this small, maybe like this. That could work. And then this, we go like that. There we go. I think this is good for like a vibe of a prototype vibe. Oh, wait, actually, I have an idea. Okay, wait a second. So for the smile, right? Because the original version, it just looks like this, right? So if I wanted to touch it up, maybe what we do, we get this first of all. I feel like having it line up perfectly with the eyes is unhinged. I think this is unhinged, but I think what I want to also do is we do like this to like make it like, mm, no, I don't think that works. Hmm. Decisions. It's really hard, I must say, chat. I must say. Let's try this. There we go. Hmm. It kind of works. Let's see. And then we're going to add a little bit for the arm here. Maybe more inwards, like here. That might make more sense. Um, how much do I feel like the face proportions are good? Mm, I think so. I think on the other one, the other like the face down here, the angry face. I feel like the chin parts of the face is a bit different, right? I think there's like more. It's more this way, right? It's more. There's more stuff on the left side. Now I'm not sure if I really want all of it, like all the cheek there, but it might help make the vibe fit better. You know, kind of like it. I kind of like that. I kind of fuck with it. Let's try this like that. What's another way to make this kind of curse though? That's what I'm really trying to figure out. What if we put like bags under the eyes? We could add the blush like this. No, 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 no. I need something here though. I'm just not sure what. If I do this, it adds the little like edges of the mouth, but it also looks like eye bags, which kind of fits the vibe I want with this. But I don't know what else. Oh my god! Imagine if we do the drooling here. No, we could make this all one mouth like this, and then we add the freak smile. No, 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 no. I think we need it like this. I need it like this. Mm, do we just make the eyes bigger? Maybe that might be it. Maybe the eyes just need to be bigger. Maybe they're too small. That way the eyes can really stare into your soul. Really important that they do that. It's honestly like half the part of the emote here. Mm, I think it's better smaller. I think this is all right. Honestly, shall we just try? Shall we just try? Coloring this in to get a vibe. I think I might. I think we might do it, Chad. We might have to do this. I might be compelled by my conviction to do so. Yeah, I think I will. We'll go ahead and color it in and see how that ends up. Why not? Alrighty. Do this. Let's see, get color. Fill the color here. I feel like also some of my emotes should face a different direction because right now, I think I keep defaulting my emotes to look left. I don't know if it's like standard to have all your emotes look the same direction or if it's better to have some face a different direction or not. I don't know. but I kinda like the idea of having a variety. But then I guess it would make some look weird. I don't know. We shall deal with that later. Okay, and then this is all gonna be this color. Boop. Select, deselect, and then we're gonna grab the scarf color, scarf and flower color. Boop, 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 boop. Honestly, chat, we might even just replace the smile email with this today. Because honestly, this one's not too bad. I might rework it again, right? But uh the base of it isn't bad. Maybe I'll call the emote the smile. I feel like the smile makes it a little bit more ominous than just smile, you know? I think that way we can also keep the old emote still, while we work on updating to the new ones. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That works for me, boss. Now let's steal the color for the lines here. So we'll go like this, that, like that. And then where is this one? Here. Let's color in this line. There we go. Lovely. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Mm, oh, we got a color in the flower lines. Duh. The doy. Let's do that. Do, do, do. Honestly, it's kind of nice seeing my progress because I feel like this is better artistically than my old version of the emotes, and then this is definitely better than my oldest version of the emotes that I never that I never released ever. And they will never see the light of day. It's kind of fun seeing your progress. Especially I have like a bunch of my art from when I first started trying to really get better at art. Um I have all of it saved in a folder on my computer and quite frankly it takes up way too much space. But I'm going to have to move it to an external hard drive at some point. Um but it's kind of neat going back and looking at what I've already done and the progress that I've made and the different like variations of style over time, you know? It's pretty cool if I do say so myself. All right, and then we're going to copy this color and then we're going to draw the sidelines. So this would be like what kind of look like this probably. And this would look like this. And then this would look like that. And then this would look like this. That would look like that. And then this would look like this most likely. And then this, go there. Copy that color. Boom, bop, bam. Simple as. There we go. Let's see. Move this here. Let's see how this emo ends up looking. I gotta fill this in, fill that in, fill this in, fill that in. And then I should probably clean up some of the line work here so that it's not leaving massive gaps in some spots. Oh, I gotta erase this. No, wrong color. Here we go. There we go. Um, seems all right. And then get rid of the background. And then let's see, is this one group? It is. Cool. And then we make another one. Make this a group. Boom, bop, bam. Select, 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 select. And then invert. Grow the selection. Boom. My favorite function. Deselect. Ooh, there's some fucked up on the lines here. I gotta clean those up. Can't be having that now, boss. Get rid of that. Clean up this. There we go. That's better. That looks better. Clean this up, clean that up. That looks good. Cool. All right. Oh, I almost dropped my stylus. That would have sucked. Oh, and then I gotta draw over to make the scarf line darker and thicker, so we can really delineate that there. That would be useful. So we go like this. There we go. Make it more defined. Perfect. I think that's all I wanted to do. Trying to think if there's anything else I needed to do with that. Um, I guess that's all there. I feel like, hmm, I want more going on with the face here, but the fact that I'm doing that style of smile, there really isn't much to it, you know? Hmm. Because if I were to do the like full mouth, I could then color this section here, which would add some stuff, right? Hmm. What if we did, where's the smile? Which layer? Which layer are you on? Speak up now. There we go. I really like that face, but I don't think this is what we need right now. It feels very like, I don't know, comic-y in a way. I think when we have it, like, separated, like, off center, I think it's kind of funny when it's off center, but only if it has the wait a second. I kinda like the off centerness, you know? Mm, I don't know. I don't know, boss. There's many ways to do this line, but I don't know which one I prefer the most. I kinda like making it slightly off center or, like, slightly wonky, but I also like trying to make it as perfect as possible, because then it's kind of that uncanniness, you know? The uncanny perfect smile. Hmm. I like the frown too, though. The frown is fun. What about the cat face, you know? There's a lot of ways to do this one, honestly. Mm. Oh, this is a hard decision, chat. This really is a hard decision. What if we try and oh, wait a second. I got a new idea. New idea, chat. What if we do this and we make the entire face slanted like this? So it's just completely off center. That would okay, that looks a little bit too bad. It doesn't look funny. It's just super bad. What about this way? Mm, nah, I don't know if that's gonna work either. Decision. Maybe we make the face a little bit wider. I think this is like a good eye separation distance. And then we do like this, like that. Mm, what if we do the little like bits like this? How's that look? We could do, like, eye, like, scrunching up underneath, I don't know. What if we do that? We make it, like, flat bottom? Mm, so what if we do this? How does that look? We could do, like, a full eyes are, like I'm gonna separate the eyes from the mouth here. Dude, I chat. You told me that I was gonna be drawing like stupid, simple smile, and it was gonna deliberate on it for like over half an hour. I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you at all. Yet here we are. See, we go like this. Mm, no, I think it looks better with the simple eyes. Is the thing. It looks sillier, and that's the aura we want. mm, mm, I think I like this version of the eyes more. There's a slight difference. This one gives a slightly different vibe, you know? Mm, is there anything we really need to add here? Add a nose. I feel like a nose is a cursed thing to add. I don't think it'll be very appropriate for the rest of the design. All right, let's try without the nose, and I think that's probably good enough. No tooth though. Oh, but I'm so tempted to do a crooked smile though. The crooked smile is kind of funny. I kind of like it. I kind of love it. What if we make it like bigger, like this? I think with this, if we do the line, the end of the mouth like this, that can work. Mm, hmm. I really do like the crooked one though. What if we flip it? Layer, transform, mirror horizontally. How's that look? Mm, it looks better like this. Yeah. Hmm. Hum 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 hum. Ho hum he hum ho. Put this line back again. It's so silly how dumb it looks. All right, what about with this? Mm, I think it looks. I'm able to use the like I don't know what they're called, like the mouth smile marks. I'm able to use it better if it's off center and like twisted like this. So I think I might stick with this one. Honestly, can I add any like divots in the eyes so there's like a slight different look? I mean that kind of works. Oh, and then I bet I could like put if I wanted to, I could add the color to it underneath it, right? That could work. That could freaking work, dude. Let's try that. We do this, do a small cutout like this. No, I like it when it's fully like that. Okay. I think this is what we're probably gonna go for, unless there's anything else we could add to it. We could add we could add like a lip line underneath, perhaps. I'm kind of tempted to add it, but I'm not entirely sure. What about a lip line on top? No, definitely not that. Only underneath. Mm, okay. How do we feel about this? I think this is better. I think no lip line underneath. I think the lip line underneath is a bit too much. I think that's too much. I think this will do. Let's see how this looks if I export it. File, export, new smile. Okay. And then I opened it up in the website. Also, ads are about to start. Oh no! Let's see, where is it? Here we go. You can't see the smile as well. I see, I see. I need to like thicken the lines for it, don't I? Yeah, we gotta thicken the smile lines. Okay. But the idea is working there. How big was the original lines? Oh, they were way bigger, way thicker. Okay. Well, after the ads finish, I'll go ahead and do that. How about that? Hmm. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to really add, you know? Because I think the big issue with this one is it's just there's just a lot of empty space because of the smile, and the empty space is not being filled up. Ad started. I'll be right back. All right, chat. I'm back. Where is my stylus? There it is. All right, let's try and thicken these lines, why don't we? All right, so we're going to decrease opacity on these bad boys. We're going to increase the line size to like 14. Why not? And we're going to make a new layer and go over these. All right, let's see how this looks. That. Actually, I guess we should do this first. Oops. Like that. How's this look? And then we go, I think the eyes would be a bit bigger as well. Might as well, right? Might as well make them a little bit bigger. How's that look? Maybe this? Mm, it just seems like really big though. Maybe not 14. Maybe 14 is too much. What was I think we did 10 earlier. Let's try 12. How does 12 look? Actually, let's do this way. There we go. That, like this. That looks all right. And then we make this like that. Do I need to make these bigger? I think I should make them bigger. Like this. That could work better. Let's try this and see how that looks. The issue is we're going to get kind of near the edge of the flower, which could then make it kind of look like it's kind of connecting to that without really overlapping well. And that's my biggest concern at the moment. Moment, moment, words, my guy. Okay. I'm gonna redraw the smile real quick. Because the curve doesn't look the way I want it to. Deselect. Also gonna do it on a different layer. Up, leg. There we go. And then let's see this. Boom, boom, boom. How does this look? We get rid of the old version. Mm, no, I need a slightly different angle on the part down there. That kind of works. Let's see. How's this work? Mm, yeah, that's good. I like the this one also feels a little bit devious, you know? It feels like the right amount of deviousness that I want. Let's see if that's thick enough. All right. Um, let's see. Export. Let's see how good that looks. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, that one kind of works. I think we can make it slightly bigger though. Just slightly big. Oh, I don't want to redraw everything though. That's the problem. If we just make it like a little bit bigger, but not too big, then I can kind of get away without redrawing it. Bigger smile. Save. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. Bigger smile. Where is it? There you are. And if I get rid of the old one, yeah, I think that works. Mm, how does it compare to the old smile though? That's the real question. Let's see. The lines on the old smile are just way easier to tell. Mm, yeah, I think I need to make this even bigger, perhaps. Mayhaps. We shall see. Let's get rid of this. Get this. All right, where's my lines for all this fun stuff? All right, here we go. We're redoing it again. I guess we are doing size 14, and we're gonna do that. And that would hopefully be thick enough. File export. Blah, blah, blah. Great file name. Good file name. Just smashing keys on my keyboard. That's a great plan. I'm sure that won't be confusing for me later down the line at all. Right? Where did I put it? There we go. That's it. Mm, I think that works. What if we make it bigger though? So we duplicate this, delete that, make this bigger. How much bigger are we gonna go though? Like that big maybe? Oh, that doesn't work though. Hmm. I kind of like this one though, is the thing. It's hard to decide, really. Mm, should I make the line even thicker though? That might be the move, honestly. We might just need to make the line and smile. I guess we could just straight up make the. Hold on a second. What if we just do this? Um, make a group, and we're just gonna make it big. Make it bigger, like this. Hide that. Hide that. Mm, mm. I don't really. Dang nabbit. All right, let's try this. Make this 18 size pixel. Try that. Oh wait, it got back to 12. I want 18, not 12. My God, this is really huge. This is really fucking thick. So incredibly thick. Okay, this just feels a little bit psychopathic. I don't like how it looks. It looks too big. It's just too big. But we'll try and we'll export it and see what it looks like. File export. Scary is what we're gonna call that one. Let's see. This one. The smile is really obvious in this one. That is true. Um, it's a bit too freaky though, I will say. I will admit that much. So I think we're not gonna use that one. I think we're gonna skip that one, boss. See, did I do a size 14? I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. Let's try size 14. Do that, that, and then make the the eyes a bit bigger. Not too much so, but a little bit. There we go. Mm, I like it. I think I need to redo the smile though. I think the thickness is good though. Let's try this. I need the perfect curve. Oh, that was a pretty good one. I feel pretty good about that curve. Let's see, look like this. And then what if we make this one curved now? Or like this maybe? Mm, What about this? Like this. That could work. A little bit too long. Wait, what if we ooh, wait, what if we just do on one side like that? Nah, I need it on both. It needs to be both sides. Alright, there we go. Mm, make this a bit bigger, or a bit longer. This one a bit longer. And then I think this needs to be a little bit more on wide, wider eyes, perhaps. There we go. Okay, let's try this. How does this look? Surely this will finally make me feel content. All right, open. Open on the computer website. What did I name it? I already forgot what I named it. Oh no. Oh no, there it is. I found it. Okay, I think this I do like it. I do like this one. I do like it. Okay, but do I add the cursed additional lip to it is the real question. Because I could. I really could go ahead and do that. But that might be too much. Do I remove some of the eye to make it like this, you know? Do we do this? I kinda am tempted to do this, chat. I'm a wee bit tempted, you know, to add a little bit of color to the eye here, like that. Mm, go like this. That right there, that's so cursed. That's actually scary. I'll keep that in mind in case I ever want to make it really scary, like a scary one. We'll do that. But for now, we're not gonna do that. That's a bit fucked up. That's a little bit too fucked up for little old me. See, what if we do this? Mm, no, I think it's better just plain and flat, honestly. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. You know what? We'll upload this, fuck it. Why not? Alright, file, export. We're gonna call this one the smile. The smile emote. Emote. Alright, here we go. 448. There we go. Boom. Alright, now we go to emotes, open slot, and this one. Boom. Alright, the smile. The smile. Da-da-da. Boom. All right. Upload. Oh, that one just worked instantly. Of course it did. Of course it did. Wonderful. Well, hey, I consider that pretty good, chat. I think that's a good spot to end it on. So shall we raid out, chat? I think I'm gonna go raid. I kinda wanna raid Rain, and then I can use my new emote in the raid message. That's amazing. Yeah, genius idea, me. All right. Let me go raid. What should we should come up with a raid message for once, you know? Uh, I don't even know what the message would be. I can't think. I'm just gonna send the raid chant. We're just gonna do the raid. Actually, hmm. Should we do fortune raid? Fortune raid. Fortune raid. And then we do smile. Smiles. Can I, if I reload, can I actually use my emote now? That would be cool. That would be cool. Let's see. I can use it. Whoa. Look at that, Chad. Look at that. Ain't that just neat? I think the color is a bit too bright now that I look at it compared to my old emotes. The color is a wee bit too bright, so I might need to revamp that later. We might redo that, but overall, I like it. I like it. All right. Let's skedaddle though. Why don't we? I'm gonna go raid. Ugh. Rain, go away. All right, chat. I'm gonna start the raid, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. All right. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back hopefully on Tuesday next week. I may appear before then, or I may not. Who knows? Anyways, bye bye. Bye 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 bye.